What is up, guys? This is FazeR. Welcome back to the channel and thank you for tuning in for another video. Today, as I'm sure you guessed by the title and thumbnail, we are going to be discussing the recent drama surrounding Tom Cassell, or Syndicate as most people know him. Basically, I'm sure as you're aware, there's been some allegations going around over the last few days or so for quite a lot of creators actually regarding rape and sexual assault and things of that nature. One of the biggest names on the list obviously being Syndicate himself, which is why he's being spoken about so much right now in the community. So for those of you who don't know, I'll give you a brief rundown. I did make a video with further explaining this the other day, which I'll leave a link in the description. Basically, there was two main allegations made against Syndicate. There was one from a girl that he had some casual relationships with, I think it was in 2016, and basically she had said that on one occasion he was forceful with her, I guess I should say. Again, you can check that video out in the description from the link that I leave there. But yeah, so there was that one in 2016 from a girl called Nati Casanova, who said that he was forceful with her on this occasion. And then a statement actually came out from his girlfriend Kate from when he was with her in 2012. It was quite a lot more of a serious allegation, to be honest. It sounded a lot more physical and violent than the other allegation sounded. So it was quite serious allegations. Tom did actually put out a statement. Syndicate did put out a statement to say on Twitter that he would be making a response in a few days, and about an hour or so ago he actually made that response on Twitter. So we're just going to bring that up on the screen now. We'll have a quick read for it, and then we'll see what we think once we've got both sides of the story. Right, so here's the statement that came out from Tom on Twitter. It says, statement from Tom Cassell. You just have to bear with me, it's a bit of a lengthy one. It says, I was shocked and sickened by the false allegations made against me on Sunday by two women I once called friends. I promised I would respond, and now I want people to know the truth. Let me start by saying I stand by and fully support the women who are courageous enough to speak up because they have been raped or sexually abused. The Me Too movement has empowered victims, and that is such an important, necessary and valuable thing. But this is something completely different. This is character assassination by social media without evidence to support it or any justification. These two women have chosen to make horrendous allegations against me for reasons I do not understand, attempting to stage a public trial without giving me a chance to defend myself. I do not want to get personal, I simply want to stick to the facts. I had consensual sex with Nati Casanova in 2016. I did not pin her down, I did not use any force against her, I did not rape her. We discussed it and both agreed as a precaution that she would take the morning after pill, which is what happened. This was a decision we both made together. It was not one-sided or forced. I was in a relationship with Caitlin in 2012 when we were both teenagers, and I loved her very much. We never had a full sexual relationship because she made it clear that that was not what she wanted, and I respected that. The allegations she made against me are completely false. I know she has been through some tough times in her life and always considered her to be a good person, but the claims she has made against me are entirely wrong. I have nothing but sympathy for victims of sexual and physical abuse. I share in their rage and I want abusers called out and held accountable. But when you are falsely accused of being an abuser, you cannot just sit back and accept the incorrect allegations being made against you. You have to tell the truth and hope that people will listen, which is what I'm doing now. I understand that asserting my innocence will be difficult for some, and I apologise if this is a trigger for anybody who is a victim of abuse. I wish both Natalie and Caitlin no ill will, but I also hope you understand that I cannot allow false and deeply damaging stories to circulate about me without responding. Okay, so that's obviously Tom's side of obviously what's gone on, what he's been accused of, the allegations that have been made against him. That's the statement that he's put out to defend himself, as he said. I mean, I think this is kind of what everybody expected. Nobody was expecting him to come out and say, "Oh yeah, did that. Sorry." You know what I mean? It's one of those things. It's kind of, they've said what they've said. He was obviously going to deny it, which I think, as I said, everyone expected. It's a bit of a tricky one, really, because ultimately, with it being so long ago, there isn't really any, I would imagine, physical evidence unless it's some sort of data, i.e. text messages or you know, something like that could be still hanging around or could be found in some way. But I mean, beyond actual physical evidence, I'm not really sure there's much you would be able to do in terms of proof. So I mean, it begs the question if who would gain really from this situation? I mean, would the women have anything to gain or lose? I mean, it's a tricky one because you wouldn't really publicly out yourself, like knowing that you'll lie. I mean, unless you know that there's a chance that it can't be proven unless that's what you're using to your advantage. I mean, if that's the angle they were going for, because nobody, I wouldn't think, can prove it either true or false. But the only thing I would say about the situation is I didn't know who either of the two women were before this happened, but I knew who Syndicate was. So if nobody can be proven innocent or guilty either way, then the only way you can win is publicity. Now, for Syndicate, obviously, being accused of sexual assault is never going to be good. Plus, I mean, people say all publicity is good publicity, but being accused of sexual assault is generally never good publicity. So yeah, I mean, it's obviously it's very damaging for him potentially, especially on the basis that you can't prove it, because I think it's difficult for him to then prove himself innocent in as much as it is for someone else to prove him guilty, if he is guilty. Do you know what I mean? It's like I said, it's a tricky one. But there you have it. That's Tom's response. I would imagine there will be more either responses or videos surrounding this by the accusers, or there'll be statements that come out from other people, as I say. But if anything comes out, I'm sure we'll cover it, we'll get straight on it, and I'll upload a video informing everybody what's going on. Make sure to leave your opinion in the comment section. Leave me a comment down there. Let me know whose side you're on, who you think is being honest and who's maybe not being quite so honest. If you found the video informative, if you enjoyed the content in the background, if you'd like to see more of this type of content from me, then make sure you like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload again. And for now, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Planting the bomb. Secure the area. The bomb has been planted. Asset locations confirmed. Defending them is critical. UAV ready for deployment. Less than a minute. Seconds. Time's up. Move. They're hurting. Let's send them home.